Welcome everyone. My name is Jared. Today we're working on 15-minute beginner flow. This is going to be a very basic beginner flow with a focus on the upper body. We'll begin today in constructive rest. So if you lie down on your back, bring your feet onto the edges of the mat, knock your knees in gently together, maybe your right hand on your navel, left hand on your heart, or anywhere that's comfortable. Allow yourself a few moments to feel situated on your mat. We always begin here. A few moments to ground, a few moments to center, a few moments to check in. And you might begin your practice today by bringing your awareness within and focus on your breath. Each inhale and each exhale. Simply notice how your breath feels on this day. After you spend a few moments focusing on your breath and you feel ready for some movement, on your next inhale, Apanasana seat pose, bring your knees in towards your front body, hands on top of your shins, and give yourself a gentle squeeze here. Maybe some natural movement here, Sahaja, maybe rocking side to side. Maybe making circles with your feet, your ankles. Maybe making circles with your knees. Flex and unflex your toes, your feet. And on your next exhale, take a full body stretch. Extend your feet and your legs out long, arms extended overhead. Stretch out really big here. And then inhale, Apanasana seat pose. One more gentle squeeze here. And on your next exhale, hands to the back of your legs and rock and roll forward into a tabletop. Or you can roll to one side, swiveling your legs out from underneath you. Again, moving into a tabletop pose. Stacking shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Your toes can be tucked or untucked here. We're going to move through a basic cow-cat flow. On your next inhale, cow pose, drop your navel, bring your gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, cat, chin to chest, round your spine. And inhale, cow pose, broaden through your collarbones. And exhale, cat, pressing down through your hands and rounding your spine. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. You can go through that as many times as you need, and maybe start to weave in some additional movement, maybe movement side to side, front to back. Again, that natural movement, Sahaja, any kind of movement that's calling to you. You can find movement in your arms, your wrists, your hips, your legs. We're going to match breath to movement. And then as you feel balanced, return to that neutral tabletop. And then walking your hands one palm print forward, really spread your fingers wide, energetically press down and forward into your hands. And on your next exhale, downward dog, lift your hips up and back. And a few moments here from natural movement as well. You can pedal through your feet, move side to side. Find any movement that you need here. And as you feel balanced, return to stillness, return to your breath. We'll be here for a few rounds. Noticing how your breath is flowing in this shape. Keeping a consistent, steady inhale and exhale. Always focusing on breath. And on your next inhale, three-legged dog, flow your right foot up high towards the sky. And then exhale, low lunge, right foot to right thumb, lower your back knee. And inhale, low crescent, stack shoulders over hips, biceps frame your ears. And a few moments here to feel out this shape, maybe side to side, front to back. And then as you feel situated, working towards feeling really strong here, squeezing in towards the midline, core is engaged. And again, dropping in on your breath. Feel each inhale, feel each exhale. And on your next exhale, airplane flow, sweep your hands down and back, heart forward. And inhale back up to low crescent. And exhale, airplane flow. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. And one more, exhale, flow. And inhale up. And exhale, low lunge, hands to the mat. And inhale, plank or tabletop pose. Option to also lower from your knees here. So if you're in plank, you can lower to your knees. And then inhale, shifting shoulders over wrist. And exhale, lowering through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Pin your elbows to your sides, little to no weight in your hands. And inhale, baby cobra, lifting your heart. And exhale, lower back down. And from knees or toes, downward facing dog or tabletop. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, float your left foot up high. And exhale, low lunge, left foot to left thumb, lower your back knee, and inhale, low crescent. Again, a few moments to feel situated here. And on your next exhale, moving to that airplane flow, heart forward, hands down and back. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. One more, exhale, flow. And inhale up. And exhale, low lunge, hands to the mat. And inhale, plank or table, left foot back. Again, option to lower to your knees here in plank. And then inhale, shifting shoulders over wrist. And exhale, lowering through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Pin your elbows to your sides. Press down through the tops of your feet and your toes. Little to no weight in your hands. Inhale, that baby cobra, lifting your heart. And exhale, lower back down. And then from knees or toes, downward facing dog or tabletop. And a few rounds of breath here. Again, feeling into this shape, energetically pressing down and forward into your hands. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, float your right foot up high. And exhale, lunge, right foot to right thumb. Option to lower your back knee again. And then inhale, lower high crescent, stack shoulders over hips, biceps frame your ears. If you're in this high crescent, working towards energetically squeezing in towards the midline of your mat. Again, core is engaged. Keeping your breath flowing here. And on your next exhale, that airplane flow, sweep your hands down and back, heart forward. And then inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. One more. Exhale, flow and hold. Energetically pull your fingers towards the back edge of your mat. Pull the crown of your head forward. One more round of breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly rise back up to that lower high crescent. And exhale, low lunge. Hands to the mat. And inhale, plank or table, right foot back. Again, option to lower to your knees here from plank. And then inhale, shift shoulders over wrist. And then exhale, lower through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Pin your elbows to your sides. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra. If you're moving into full cobra, you can bring more weight into your hands here. And exhale, lower back down. And from knees or toes, downward facing dog or tabletop. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, float your left foot up high. And then exhale, lunge, left foot to left thumb. Again, option to lower your back knee here. And then inhale, lower high crescent. Stacking shoulders over hips, biceps frame your ears. Again, if you're in this high crescent, working towards energetically squeezing in towards the midline, imagine scissoring your thighs in towards the midline of your mat. And on your next exhale, airplane flow, heart forward. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. And exhale, flow. And inhale up. Last one. Exhale, flow and hold. Energetically pulling your fingers towards the back edge of your mat. Keeping your breath flowing here. Stay with each inhale. Stay with each exhale. One more round. And then inhale, slowly rise back up to that lower high crescent. And exhale, low lunge, hands to the mat. And inhale, plank or table, left foot back. And from knees or toes, inhale, shift forward. And exhale, lower through chaturanga all the way to the ground. Pin your elbows to your sides. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra. And exhale, lower back down. And then from knees or toes, downward facing dog or tabletop. And this is your last downward dog for your practice today. Again, a few moments here to check in. Keeping your breath flowing. Stay with each inhale, stay with each exhale. And on your next exhale, lowering down the tabletop. You can swivel your legs out from underneath you. We'll move through just a short cool down, moving through windshield wiper flow. If you lower down onto your back with ease and control, then bring your feet onto the edges of the mat again. Maybe bring your arms out to a T here, or cactus arms, or arms extended overhead, just to give your upper body a little bit of a rest. And on your next exhale, windshield wiper flow to the right, drop your knees to the right. And then inhale, return to center. And then exhale to the left. And then inhale, center. And then exhale to the right. And then inhale, center. And then going through that motion with your own breath, working to match breath to movement. Starting to allow the energy and effort to dissipate. And the next time you're on the right side, go ahead and hold. And on your next inhale, return your knees to center. And exhale to the left and hold. And on your next inhale, return your knees to center. And then moving through any final movements you may need here. Maybe again that full body stretch, or maybe that seed pose, or maybe happy baby's pose. Grabbing your feet. Grabbing outside your feet, you can grab your feet, your ankles, your shin. Finding any movement that you need here. And then as you feel ready, and if you have time, we'll move into a final Savasana. You extend your feet and your legs out long, arms along your sides, palms facing up. Take up as much space as you need as you prepare for stillness. This is your time to rest and relax, your time to release all effort, all energy. Allowing yourself a few moments for your body to settle into the mat, the ground, the earth. And as you feel situated for stillness, take one more deep inhale. And exhale, let it all go. An option to stay here as long as you need, 1-2 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes. And as you feel ready, allow yourself another moment to connect with your breath. And then as you feel ready, finding movement in your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. If it's calling to you, you can take a full body stretch or any other movement. And then as you feel ready, rolling to either side of your mat. And with as little effort as possible, pushing up into a comfortable seat. Maybe allow yourself a moment to check in with your breath. Notice how your breath has changed from the start, from the beginning. Thanks y'all for finding time to flow with me today. Take care.